Speaking is a natural and necessary form of communication. As such, it is easy to overlook those who do not engage in this skill or who do so only minimally. This becomes less true, however, when the amount of talking one does or doesn't do becomes a defining aspect of one's personality and everyday life. People who speak less can exhibit a number of qualities, ranging from exceptionally poised confidence to the tendency to withdraw from conversation. Understanding the different characteristics of those who do not speak much can help us to be more understanding and accepting of this type of behavior. In this video, we will explore 6 qualities that are often found in less speaking people. Number 6. Good listeners. People who speak less can be beneficial for any type of conversation, as they tend to focus more on the discussion and listening rather than their own opinion or voice. These people prefer to be thoughtful and observant of the information they hear, rather than jumping into a conversation and speaking without taking the time to consider it. They often possess qualities that make them great contributors to conversations, regardless of how brief or long they are. They pay attention and observe what is being said, taking it in to reflect at a later time. People who are less likely to engage in a conversation learn through listening and use the wisdom of others to navigate through their own considerations. They come up with unique insights and perspectives, which add to the conversation and often challenge people to come up with different solutions or perspectives. This shows politeness and consideration for the other person. Less speaking people often tend to make their interactions much more beneficial and productive. Number 5. Thoughtful. Those who are less vocal in conversations likely put a lot of thought into what does come out of their mouths. They have learned that it is better to take a step back and carefully consider what to say before having it blurt out. This kind of thoughtful approach to communication theory pays off, as thoughtful conversation and words are often much more meaningful and are received much more positively. This kind of behavior also boosts self-confidence in the speaker, knowing that they are saying something valuable instead of something insignificant. People who take the less spoken approach to communication exude an aura of wisdom and understanding. Thought is something that is often lacking in communication in the digital age, so those who practice this method of conversation are likely to be respected for their words greatly. Talking less forces one to think more and forms deeper and stronger bonds with people now and into the future. Number 4. Value clarity. For those who prefer to speak less, one of the most important qualities they likely have is a deep value on clarity. Having clarity means being able to express one's thoughts in a succinct and efficient manner without having to rely on excessive words and talking. People who prefer to speak less often think deeply before they open their mouths and put their thoughts into words. As a result, they usually come up with concise and meaningful statements which don't require many unnecessary digressions. Moreover, these people often clear up any confusion and try to make sure that the audience completely understands with the same level of acuity that they do. On the other hand, they will take the time to break down complicated topics in order to make it easier for the listeners to catch up and be on the same page. These qualities reflect an appreciation for precision and ensure that the conversation never drifts from its core subject matter. Number 3. Show respect. Less speaking people tend to show respect in their behavior when they interact with others. Respect is one of the most important qualities a person can embody, and when someone speaks less, they demonstrate an attitude of respect towards those they are interacting with. They listen deeply, often conveying more through body language than words. They are aware of their surroundings and the feelings of those they interact with. Silence is sometimes a powerful way of expressing respect for what others have to say without interruption. Less speaking people give people the opportunity to express themselves without feeling rushed or cut off. They respect boundaries and are sensitive to the needs of others. They may take longer to respond, but often their response is thoughtful and informative. When people speak less, they often suggest more. Respect is a key quality of less speaking people that is hard to overlook. The value they provide in a discussion is one of the most required elements of any conversation. Number 2. Possess patience. Patience is a quality that many people who don't speak often cultivate. Having the ability to hold off on responding or leaping to conclusions is a valuable trait that less speaking individuals strive for. They understand it is important to take their time when forming an opinion rather than blurting one out impulsively without knowing all the relevant facts. Being more patient tends to lead to more accurate conclusions, as well as smoother conversations with others. In terms of communication, it is often the case that less speaking individuals wait for the words to choose and arrange themselves carefully in their minds before speaking up. As speaking can often lead to conflict, those with a more patient approach know how to take a few moments to ensure that their words will be non-confrontational. The ability to wait until all the facts are known and explanations are made is a quality that less speaking people tend to possess in abundance. Number 1. Intriguing. Less speaking people often have an intriguing air about them. These people maintain an air of mystery as they tend not to be so vocal, promoting open-ended conversations that create interest from their audience. Not only do these people possess great listening skills, but they have the ability to observe the environment, which allows them to be true masters of engaging in conversations. Not only that, but these types of individuals have a tendency to share their thoughts and beliefs through a more meaningful and thoughtful approach. The magical thing about this quality is that even when these people aren't saying much, the information they provide is usually quite powerful. It could be said that the quality of their words possesses a greater weight than the words of more vocal individuals. As a result, we may find ourselves utterly intrigued by a less speaking individual. Through the mysteries of their being, these people constantly remind us that we can never truly draw a conclusion about someone until we learn to ascend into the depths of their inner world. Those who talk less are more likely to take time to consider what others are saying and pay more attention to nonverbal communication cues. Ultimately, talkative people and those who tend to speak little are both necessary components of a successful conversation. All in all, those who talk less often exhibit important qualities that help create a meaningful two-way dialogue. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to stay tuned to such factful content. Thanks for watching.